Alright, so I'm headed out to go camping, and it is already raining. Yeah, I'm probably gonna have to get there and use my tent fly as like a poncho and then set everything up underneath it. We'll see what happens. So this is my setup for this evening. I managed to get it all up while the rain seems to have subsided for a little while. It's quite the thing I had to rig up with the tarp over there. I'm not entirely sure if that's the way I'm going to keep it, but we'll see how the night goes. Now I'm just going to relax for a little bit and maybe try to get a fire started. We'll see. Alright, now that I'm all kind of somewhat set up, I'm just going to start by drinking one of these. One of my very favorites. I spent about a year living in Munich, Germany, and Helles is actually my favorite, but this is definitely a close second. Prost. At least it's not raining as hard as it was at my grandma's house. Alrighty, so I've got the fire started, and I've got the tent set up, and my tarp, and I'm just going to go ahead and get settled, and then I'm going to start with the MRE. And this is the menu 3 chicken noodles and vegetables in sauce. Crack it open. Okay. Oh, the whole thing is in a completely different container. I've never seen this before. Open this up. So first we have the chicken and noodles, the sleeve for cooking it in. Oh, I think this is applesauce. Yeah, ooh, applesauce with raspberry puree. An entire bag of Skittles. Tropical punch flavored, no fruit juice. Well, then what is it? Whatever it is, it's tropical punch flavored. Oh, beverage-based powder, tropical punch flavored. Alright, I might get started with this first. Crackers, heating element, hot beverage bag. Ooh, does that mean that there might be some coffee in here? Let's see. Oh, looks like we got coffee. Yes. Apple jelly. Ooh, what a treat. Peanut butter. Oh my goodness. Are we going to have some peanut butter and jelly? I think we're going to have to. A spoon and ooh, peppered sauce. But made with Tabasco peppers. Got some Tabasco sauce right here. We have the much anticipated coffee and creamer. Toilet paper. Moist towelette. Got some matches with this one. Sugar, salt, of course, gum. But right below me here is a very nice rock for our rock or something to lean this up against. So let's just pour in the proper amount, and then we're going to put in our chicken noodle. I can feel it getting warm already. Alright, you can actually hear it. Next I'm going to make that tropical fruit punch flavored drink mix. This is a bigger bag than the other stuff, like for sure. There's a lot more powder in here. I better check the instructions here. 12 ounces of water. The last one, there was a smaller amount of stuff, and that one called for 20 ounces of water. And I've got about 16 ounces of water here. Pour out a little bit for my homies. There we go, 12 ounces. Give this a try. Whoa. I don't know about tropical fruit punch, but I mean, it kind of tastes like fake watermelon flavor. Or somewhere between like, it kind of tastes like that. There's a waxy kind of, it's a very artificial waxy flavor. It's not terrible, but I don't know. Not something that would be my first choice, but I suppose, you know, it probably gives you electrolytes when you need it. One of these crackers I'm going to save for the morning, and the other one I'm going to eat with my noodles. I have another tear here disaster coming. And this, I believe, is definitely ready. Very carefully. Just going to try to open in one go. Oh wow, it's got some very long noodles in there. Whole peas, carrots, I can definitely see the chicken. Yeah, that peanut butter and jelly in the morning is going to be really nice. I'm excited about that. It's a shame I didn't get any bread with this one. That bread was great last time. Saltines and soup. Looks like my fire turned out to be a little bit more like a smoke. A little bit too wet to have a full-blown fire, I think. Very good. It's not raining too hard right now, and even though it's raining, I shouldn't leave this fire. And it looks like it's, you know, still going, so I'm gonna sit here and wait for the fire, and then I may take a little hike around. Yeah, check this out. So it's definitely heated up, like reheated the sugar that was coating it, and it's got even more of like a smoky glaze on it, so I'm excited. Oh my god. I mean, how could it not be good? It's delicious. Well, at my risk, I'm going to get a little closer just to see what this is, but I think it's actually a wasp nest. So I just wanted to say a little something about my tent. This is called the Kazoo Uranus. It's actually supposed to be a 4-person tent, but it's really more like a 2-person tent with a little bit of extra space. Although it is absolutely a palace for 1 person. We'll definitely be glamping tonight. I enjoyed it so much when I was staying at my grandma's, and I knew it held up to the rain really well there, so we're going to give it a go again tonight, because I think we're still in for a little bit more rain. I've been seeing more and more signs of autumn, and today is actually officially the first day of autumn. Here there are some asters. That's usually a sure sign that colder weather is upon us. There's a whole lot of random mushrooms laying around, like these pink ones here, and some of them are kind of half-eaten. Other ones look a little bit more fresh, but yeah, I'm not really sure what those are. Definitely interesting. So I had to retreat to my tent for just a little while because there were way too many bugs to enjoy being out there. Yeah, my fire is still kind of going a little bit out there. That's why I've just got this screen open so I can keep an eye on my fire. I'm very conscientious of fire safety. I can see that it's been a very dirty season. I need to clean my tent. There's definitely some spots of mud, especially over, you know, on that screen, and then there's a little bit on that door too. It just looks a little dirty over there. But yeah, I usually camp between June to late September, sometimes all the way to October, but I don't usually camp in October. Yeah, just been chilling, having some more beers, and this has been great. It's starting to look like that time of the year. It looks like for sure it's gonna rain again. Well, it's getting pretty late, so I'm about to call it a night. One final note before I go to sleep. I am planning on waking up fairly early and checking out this apple tree that they got here, because it is absolutely loaded with apples. Like, I can make so much jelly. It is absolutely pouring outside right now, and it's almost just as dark as if it were completely nighttime. I don't know if I'm going to still be able to go and get those apples, like it's just so dark, and it is pouring so much, and I only have so many clothes that I brought with me, so I don't want to risk getting absolutely soaking wet. I mean, I'm already going to have to pack up everything in the rain anyways, so we'll see, I guess. I slept pretty good last night. I woke up a few times to go to the bathroom and all that, but now I need to go to a bathroom, so I'm going to have to get my umbrella out and take a walk over to the outhouse. It was starting to leak in here a little bit. You can kind of see on the walls of the tent there's like some little drips and drops kind of making their way down. I think this is the most rain that this tent has ever seen. It's definitely more than I've ever put it through before, so I'm actually pretty impressed that it stayed as dried as it has. It looks like my little shortcut to the outhouse has definitely flooded. Coming up on the tent here. Sure has weathered the storm pretty well. Yeah, I really am surprised that it did start leaking though. All these leaves off of here. Yeah. Wow, what a storm. This is gonna suck to clean up later, I'm telling you that. So this morning I'm going to have the cracker with peanut butter and jelly. And then somehow I'm going to have to try to figure out how I'm going to get my isobutane stove going so that I can have some of that coffee. It did come with a hot beverage bag, but that's meant for the heating element that comes with the MRE. It's not meant for boiling liquids, so I can't use it for that. I have my own little cup that I always bring with anyways, so I don't know if I want to be putting anything that's too hot in here. I'm going to eat my applesauce and have my breakfast, and then I'll see what I can do about the coffee. So the water is just about done boiling. It's getting there anyways. And I'm just gonna mix in the dried coffee mix here. Coffee instant. And then I'm going to put in some creamer. I really like that this MRE came with a coffee. I was actually prepared and I brought my own instant coffee if I needed it too, but I'm kind of glad I get to try another MRE coffee. I think this is a different one than the one I had before. I have to check and see, but this one says that it was spray dried. I've never heard of that before, spray dried. Isn't that interesting? It's probably some different way of freeze drying, but I don't know. So I took the liberty of making myself a little bit of a meal shake here. This is not the MRE meal shake. As you can hear, the rain has definitely picked up. It's not slowing down anytime soon that I can tell. I gotta try to look at the weather and just see like when is this gonna quit? Doing things outside right now is absolutely out of the question. I'm gonna get absolutely soaked, like there is no point. So yeah, just gonna sit and wait it out. I have like maybe 4 hours before I need to check out, so at least I got a little bit of time to kind of wait and see what happens. Well, thank goodness I brought my umbrella. I think we're in for rain all day today. And yeah, I just want to look around a little bit and maybe get a small hike in. Just a little bit of a hike, that's all I want. Hard to believe it's the same river from last night. If you ever want to lose something forever, all you gotta do is drop it in there. Gone. There are tons of this tiny little mushroom growing everywhere here. all the way back up in there. Well, I finally got everything packed up and just about to head out of here. I got all my stuff out of my tent, and then everything that wasn't the tent or the tarp, I left to the last. And all of that stuff is in the very back of the truck, completely soaked, so I'm going to have to hang up my tarp and my tent and everything on the clothesline when I get home. But it was still definitely a nice night of sleep, and it was a good time. So I love being out in nature, and it's beautiful, and you gotta respect nature.